recently developed an interest in trading cards. I have been seeing people having tons of fun opening packs and getting awesome shiny cards that are worth tons of money, and as a person that enjoys some light gambling myself, they have finally gotten me as I have begun purchasing a few packs of Magic the Gathering every time I go on a little shopping trip to see if I can pull anything crazy. So far I have but one legendary planeswalker to my name, and it isn't even foil, but I'm not just collecting them for money at the moment. I think my priority is to collect all the cards in a specific set that I'm working on right now, being the Aether Drift set of Magic the Gathering cards. I'm interested in making a deck and playing Commander with some friends as well when the time comes, but for right now, I would like to focus on collecting. I was scrolling Steam the other day looking for something interesting to play since there was a big spring sale going on that is probably still going on upon the release of this video, but I came across a game called TCG Card Shop Simulator, which appeared to be a sort of cozy game where you own a card shop and collect cards, which is a game concept that I didn't know I needed, but at first glance, it was a game that I knew I definitely wanted. I don't think that I have played many cozy games that are in the same vein as TCG Card Shop Simulator. I know there are things out there like Grocery Store Simulator, or I even saw a Storage Picker Simulator in the recommended tab. Still, most of the cozy games I have played are more like Stardew Valley or Minecraft. I definitely get the same fun kind of feeling from this game that I got in those. Still, this time you're not scrounging up resources in an effort to create something from nothing. In this game, you're just a guy living out his dream of owning a card store for his own happiness and for the love of trading cards. TCG Card Shop Simulator has some RPG elements to it, with you earning XP and levels by doing everyday tasks that a card shop owner would do, like stocking shelves, ordering inventory, or even having people use your tables to play games. The more XP and levels that you do get, the more different inventory items you'll be able to stock up and sell. The main action you're doing during a typical workday for the most part is just ringing people up at the register, which can start to feel a bit repetitive after a while, but pretty soon you will be able to hire some employees to do these kinds of tedious things for you. There is no real story to this game right now, other than the one you have to kind of create for yourself to get through the day. The game has a roadmap with some checklist objectives of where it wants to go, such as like making the trading card game real and letting you play it against NPC characters or possibly even other players in the future, as well as adding a ton of new items and awesome features. I don't think this game is for you if you're not in the camp that thinks doing chores in a video game can be fun, because that's pretty much most of, if not all of the gameplay here, and while you can eventually get employees to do your chores for you, each one can only do one thing at a time and they kind of go a bit slow when doing tasks. I think the gameplay loop is pretty fun personally. I'm enjoying collecting all the cards and seeing the silly little designs they come up with for them. I have accumulated quite a few rare cards in my time playing, but nothing that's astronomically valued, maybe just a little bit over $1,000+. But I'm getting close, I can feel it. I can see that later on down the line you can also start making your own card booster packs once you get a workbench so that you can offload a lot of your cheaper useless cards as well, which is pretty neat. I love that the game also has you selling various tabletop game accessories as well, even including video games, which just makes you feel like you're starting a real game selling enterprise each time you start stocking up something new on the shelves. The only things I don't particularly enjoy in this game are the NPCs and the outside world. The NPCs in this game have a stench system where like 1 in 10 people that walk in your store will walk in reeking, as nerds often do, and you have to keep these little air freshener things around the entrance in order to catch them before they give anyone else the ick and cause them to leave or buy less things because this person's smell is so offensive. But for some reason, these air fresheners don't always catch the people walking by them, or the people coming in just decide to walk through the register area and completely avoid the fresheners altogether, which is super frustrating, not to mention how large and bulky these air fresheners are. I think that they're a huge eyesore and the system should either be completely redone or just taken out completely, because I don't think it really adds any enjoyment to the experience. It's just a nuisance. My problem with this game having an area outside of the shop is just that it's really disappointing. Like, I know it's in early access, but The only reason this outside world even seems to exist is just to place your packages at your front door after you order them, which is another system I think that they could use to liven up the game a little better. Maybe making you wait until the next day in order to get packages to restock your supply, making you think twice before ending your day. I also think that the time system could be used to make the game a little more immersive, only giving you an hour or so to open up the store and having a cutoff time for making sales, but these are little issues that can always get fixed as this game is in early access again, so there's plenty of time for this game to amp itself up a bit for its eventual full release. The customers will also come up to you and try to sell you their cards, and most of the time, I would say in my experience, they bring pretty good stuff to the table. 90% of the time bringing a card that's brand new and worth hundreds, but every once in a while they bring you some 32-cent junk that you already have. You have to ask for a certain price for the card that's offered based on the market price as well as their own offer. It's definitely ideal to buy below market price so you know you're coming out on top. The game lets you price all of your own inventory and has a neat feature that will show chat bubbles of customers saying that your stuff is either too expensive, a good price, or cheaper than they expected. That gives you a bit of guidance on how to price your items day to day, because there's actually a live market in the game that slightly adjusts market values for every item in the game each day, including the cards. As the shopkeeper, you can also keep your own card binder with a collection that's just for you. I haven't completed any of the binders just yet, and I don't think there's any incentive for doing so right now. This game is still in early access. Right now, you just collect cards to sell them or collect them for your own interest. I really just want to have the cards myself, so I like to try to keep one of every single card, and when I do eventually pull a second valuable card, it'll be that much sweeter when I am able to sell it. TCG Card Shop Simulator overall is just what I need to fill the void between card pack openings in real life. I think that even if you aren't into card games in real life, though, this game can really get your foot in the door and show you what all the best parts of collecting are. And I guarantee if you are interested in real life collecting before trying this game out for yourself, you definitely will be at the store within the next few days of trying this game, buying a few packs to see what all the raving online is really about. This is more of a game about the love of cards and games themselves as collectibles than a game that's about a card game. I know this video is a bit short compared to a lot of my previous reviews, but I think I'm going to make more of these shorter videos in addition to my longer ones, just to give me a bit more production time in between some of the larger videos. I want to begin making like my High on Life full review video I made. If you enjoyed this video and you have any tips or personal opinions on TCG Card Shop Simulator and your experiences with the game, or if you just want to chat about card collecting with me, please leave it down in the comments section below, and leave some suggestions for other games you'd like to see me talk about or try for future videos on this channel. I'd like to thank you all for watching. All that I ask is that if you like this video, please leave a like and subscribe down below. I will be releasing a new video every Monday.